The Thing video game, 2002. Made by Computer Artworks, you play as Captain J.F. Blake. And for the game's narrative sake, your mission is to investigate Outpost 31. That's pretty much the place in the movie, the original movie, 1982, and also the Norwegian camp. So yeah, if you didn't catch what I was saying, this is pretty much a sequel to the movie, the original movie. But from what I heard, this game has good reviews, just that I'm gonna explain something right now. There's a system in the game called the trust system. Essentially, your actions kind of dictate the behavior of your team. I suppose the creators of the game tried making a mechanic out of, like, the theme of the movie. This, everyone lacking trust, paranoia. From what I've seen in reviews, people don't like this. Guys, I just give you my opinion. I haven't played this game yet. I planned to a long time ago, but I was thinking maybe some other time. It's a game movie. How good can it be? It's like playing a Shrek game. Like, come on, man. What do you expect out of it? I expect more just like a really basic game just for a quick money grab, That's about it. But back on the trust and paranoia system, essentially you have to earn the trust of your teammates because you're in a squad-based team, and you guys pretty much have to look out for each other. From what I've seen in videos, it looks kind of confusing, even for like a new player. And from what I get from like reviews, people say, yeah, it is kind of confusing. But enough about that. There's also an infection mechanic. Pretty much anyone in your squad, even yourself, can get infected. And you guys, how the movie does it, do blood tests. And these blood tests are kind of limited, so you have to kind of ration them out or use them carefully. Use them wisely, per se. And then the rest of, the regular shooter stuff, killing different types of entities. Using traditional guns, like machine guns, explosives, shit like that. And that's pretty much about it. It's not too crazy, but faithful to the story from the original movie. So yeah, that's a good thing, I guess. Who got to the blood? In the 1982 movie, essentially the scene where they find that the blood's been sabotaged. They find the security cabinet with the blood bags all slashed up. Everyone's like, what the fuck? Who did this? And you already know, this strikes everyone's fucking getting paranoid and shit, like, who the fuck is doing this? I don't blame him, that's some sketchy ass shit, but from what we know, it could have been Palmer or Gary. Because Gary's the one that has the keys to the blood storage, and Palmer, we already know by this point, is infected. We already know what the fuck happens to him. Well, the central idea what I'm trying to get at is the thing is smart as hell. It managed to find a way to sabotage a method for people to kind of detect who's an alien or not, via Gary or who the fuck, Palmer. And that shit's solid. Solid as hell. That's some smart tactical shit right there. McReady's chess computer. So the scene early in the movie where I guess McReady's fighting against the computer. You're not physically fighting, he's playing a game of chess but loses against the computer. And then he throws whiskey into the keyboard and effectively just destroying the fucking computer. There's not much else to this besides the symbolism to this. I found online people kind of bring this association with it. The computer kind of symbolizes the alien, and McReady's is like the human or the crew, or I guess the world in our case. And just the action of, McReady losing shows how the alien is a challenge against the humans. A great challenge. And another way to look at it, the computer winning is just a way of showing how the alien might win against the humans, or the crew, I guess. So reflecting a way of death. That's pretty about it. Stranger Things Easter egg. You guys might hate me, but I don't know. Like, I haven't watched Stranger Things. I just know it's a TV show. My friends used to talk about it a lot, but I don't know shit about it. So I'm gonna just quickly go over this fucking thing. So some character named Mike, I don't know who that is. Basically, in his basement, there's a poster of the thing, and that's about it. Also, I've read that the Stranger Things show has took a lot of influence from the thing, and that's pretty about it. The view of the crashed spaceship is a matte painting. So this dude, Albert Winlock, is the reason why this scene happens. The scene that I'm talking about is the one where they see the spaceship. It's not actually real, it's not CGI or anything, it's just a painting. Even though it looks pretty realistic, depending on how you look at it from like what TV or whatever format you're looking at. Yeah, but that's it for this one. Besides that, I was never fooled. I always thought like, yeah, this scene looks kind of weird, like looks too janked up. I know that's not real, obviously, but there's gotta be some magic here. 1982 ambiguous ending. Ah, yes, the ending. So y'all know McReady and Childs are just there in the snow after the explosion happens, and everyone speculates what the fuck happened, what ends up happening, who's the thing and who isn't, all that jazz. But I'm here to tell you the truth, guys. I know what happened. Nah, I just fuck with you. I don't know shit. Besides the information I got from, from the video game and then also from, research. It is implied that Childs died of hypothermia, and then McReady, he's gone, he's disappeared. But according to a tweet by John Carpenter, supposedly one of them are infected. He makes it really vague and says like only one of them are infected, but I don't know, I think it's stupid. Maybe the infection happens like slowly or something, not slowly, but maybe undetectable. Like the alien tries to play it smart and be like, oh, I'm gonna just play the act and shit like that. But yeah, we don't really know for sure. The theme song was nominated for Razzi Award. So you might be asking, what the fuck's a Razzi Award? I know, I had the same problem too. Just to give like a dumbed down summary, it's pretty much like a reverse Emmy Awards or whatever the fuck you want to call it when celebrities get some kind of reward for, I guess, their act or whatever the fuck they did. But instead they get like a raspberry and a golden one just to show how bad you were at some certain thing. For our case, for this one, it's just the musical score. That's it. Hey, but I like the music, man. What the fuck? I mean, I did read that this movie did get a bunch of shit ratings. Like, it wasn't... I'm not saying it was bad. It's just that it didn't do too well in the box office. Russell found himself literally blown backwards by the explosion. That's some insane commitment, dude. Honestly, like, this guy... Well, I'm pretty sure it's more accidental. I don't think the guy intended to be that close to the explosion, but according to the sources I've read, during the almost last scene where, I guess, McReady throws a dynamite, Kurt, the actual actor's name, was kind of too close to the explosion and kind of when the explosion went off, it knocked him back. Like, what the heck, dude? I'm pretty sure that was unintentional, but goddamn, he's so committed to the role. It's crazy. The Lodge. So a quick one. This is just the name of the base. The Outpost 31. That's about it. Just different name. The Thing from Another World. So these are just the comics just made after the movie. Like, they're made in continuation of the story after the movie. Also, these are made by Dark Horse Comics, and these were made in the 90s. And according to sources, they're not canon to the main story. They're just like a spin-off, which kind of sucks because I'm gonna spoil it for you guys. But McReady survives. He finds another team, and yeah, jazz. Hey, but those book covers look fucking tight. If you see them, they look fucking awesome. Oh, guys, before I end this one, I fucking jacked up. The publisher is the Dark Horses, and the actual guy that wrote this is Chuck Fayer. I'm sorry if I butchered the name, but yeah, Fayer. Norwegian translation. So, in the beginning of the movie of the 1982, we have the supposed Lars go down and talk to everyone, like on the snow, like, sounding all crazy. It's not in English, it's in Norwegian. So most of the time you're just like, what is he saying? To us, like, it sounds like he's trying to attack us on the soul, but the dog and like, there's a lot of confusion. He didn't say much, but what he's trying to say is the dog is a thing, get away from it, and you idiots. That's pretty much what he says. That's it. Null's fate. Pretty much by the end of the movie, when everyone's inside that freaking shed looking cave thing looking for Blair, only a few guys are left. Gary's gone, he fucking gets assimilated. Noel gets freaking curious and goes down a tunnel and, wanders off. From what we know from the original storyboard, it was intended that this scene was supposed to go out. He was being chased by, the Blair thing, and he was getting assimilated, but not fully yet. The thing was partially in its process of making a perfect copy. By that time, the freaking stations exploded. Like, McReady explodes the whole damn thing. All smithereens. And what we get from the comics, even though not canon, it says that his body is there charred up from the remains of the explosion. And that's pretty about it. JMB's Liquor. So this is just a prop they use for like when the characters are drinking. That's pretty much about it. There's also a note by the director saying he wanted to make the movie kind of authentic and real. So he wanted to use like real brands. So yeah, they use RMB. I mean JMB, my bad. Falk's mysterious death. So there's 3 ways that this could have gone. By the time we find, I hate pronouncing this guy's name, Falks, he's pretty much, he's nothing. He's just like charred up fucking clothes and barely even skeleton, like black skeleton. But there's another alternative death where we find, I guess, this guy. He's impaled by a fucking shovel. That shit's kind of crazy. I'll show a picture here. It's weird looking. So for the 3 explanations, pretty much people say that maybe he was fighting the monster, the thing, with some kind of flamethrower or something with fire, and he ended up fucking burning himself up. Secondly, he possibly, the second reason, I can't really say the full thing, but he endgame himself. And the last one for the shovel, that one just, it's cut, we don't really know for sure. Poster appearing in The Mist. So The Mist is just referring to an old movie from 2007. It's just a different adaptation for Stephen King's book called The Mist. The movie's alright, but just that the ending, it's uncalled for. I'm not going to spoil it, I'm not going to spoil the contents of this movie, but ending is just like, why? Just follow the book, man. I don't know why you guys go so drastic, and for what? We don't really learn anything. Not really. If you guys know what I mean, it's just fucked up. It's fucked up. It's all bad. But back to the entry. So essentially, in one of the scenes, the main character, David, he has like a poster of the thing on his wall. It's like, the fuck? Quinton Tarantino influences. I call this the feet guy, but you guys probably don't know that, unless you guys know what I'm talking about. If you do, well, I mean, obviously you should know. If you know Quinton Tarantino, you fucking know. But yeah, he's just a filmmaker for a bunch of movies. They're pretty good, like Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill, Django, Pulp Fiction, stuff like that. So Quentin Tarantino, he pulled a lot from, no, he didn't pull specifically from the movie The Thing, he just got a lot of influence from it. A lot of information that I find is more just generalized. It's not saying anything specifically from the film or any specific things. It's just talking more just techniques, but they're just really general, just more like filmmaker techniques, you know, like pitches and character development stuff and sequences and shit like that. There's not much else to it besides, you know, that stuff, if you're like a filmmaker fanatic. But yeah, feet guy. Blair's a simulation. So we kind of went over this one last time, but just really quickly, we don't really know what happened, like when he got simulated. We just know the shed thing, at some point he got simulated, but that's pretty much about it. There's nothing else to go by besides the stuff I said before, and that's it. Woo! We finished another one, guys. We did it. Part 2. Yeah, this shit's fun to make, but guys, urgent news, if you guys care or not. But fucking the post I made for Resident Evil, I seen only 4 people have seen it. I know it fucking, for me it sucks, and I guess most of you guys don't really care. I get it. It's Resident Evil stuff. It's kind of just a specific thing. But if you guys are interested in Resident Evil stuff, please check it out. I need you guys' help. It's a help post. I need you guys' help. Just look at it. Also, guys, I had fun making this video. If you guys obviously tell, I know sometimes it might seem kind of like mono, but like, oh mama. But it's because sometimes information is just like, you just say it straightforward. You can't really say anything about it. It's just like that's it. You're just in and out, in and out, in and out. But other than that, guys, I appreciate the people that watch this. Hopefully part 2 does make some viewership, you know, because the last one, you know, the first one, it's doing pretty good. Well, for my kind of analytics, it's doing pretty good. So I appreciate the love, guys. And that's pretty about it. See you guys around.